Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And how have you been?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. I'm great by the grace of Allah. Thanks for asking. How about
Yes.
you?
Yes, sir, I'm also doing very well. And my practice is going on very well. And how is your practice going on? Do you practice every single day?
Not really. I don't practice every single day. Maybe 3 or 4 times in a week, especially for having busy days. And I've been working on myself about improving myself in my work, especially. So for that, I could not practice every day. But I think, yeah, English improvement is also considered as a skill when I have a good qualification, means good speaking skills. So that time it will assist me a lot in my professions. So I think I should learn it. So a couple of videos that's truly amazing. So such kind of videos like impressed me about enhancing myself. It seems like, yeah, I know English a bit, so if I could improve it, so that would be wonderful. So for that,
Yes.
I also do that such kind of things. What I'm doing. Anyways, I have noticed that like when I had the previous session, so that time I noticed you was the lack of confidence. But now, yeah, you have a good confidence. You have improved your confidence
Yes.
level. That's a really good sign.
Yes, you are right. Actually, practice is the most important key. Yeah, by practicing right now also,
Mhm.
I have a lot of confidence. Yeah, while speaking English, there is no problem. I can speak English for a long time. There is no problem. But when I started my English speaking journey, at that time I had to face a lot of problem. Yeah, and at that time I had to struggle a lot because I belong to village area and there is a no good English environment. No one speak English in our locality. No one speak English at my house. That's why I had to struggle a lot. And sir, first of all, please tell me you belong to Bangladesh. I have talked
Mhm.
so many people who are belong to Bangladesh, who belong to Sylhet, Dhaka, Borisal, Panchgar, and sir, where do you live in Bangladesh?
Okay, so as like as yours, I also live in village area. So actually, I'm not from this sites. What else you have mentioned? I live in Jamalpur. It's a division of my mission, and right now I'm in village.
You belong to Jamalpur, yeah.
Yeah, Jamalpur.
And sir, how many division do you have in your country?
Only 8 divisions.
Eight divisions.
Yeah,
Yes.
with 64 districts, and Jamalpur is one of them.
And sir, I would like to ask one question to you. In your country, maybe Dhaka is the capital in your country, and is in the Dhaka there is a cricket ground, and maybe Chattogram there is another cricket stadium. Yeah, there are two stadium in your country, cricket stadium.
Yeah. Actually, as far as I know, in every divisions has a cricket stadium. But if I talk about the popularity side, so in Dhaka, as Dhaka is the capital, so most of the people just move there for working purposes or study purposes because there has a good teacher and has a good environment of teaching. So that's the most of the people move there. Even if I talk about my district, there's also have a cricket stadium, but it's not well organized, and they don't have any such kind of match that's played by international players. So that's why it's not really famous.
Yes. And sir, I would like to ask one question to you. I noticed that who belong to Bangladesh, they are, most of the
Mhm.
students of the Bangladesh, they are learning this language, English language. I noticed that. And sir, what is the reason?
Yeah, recently I also noticed the same thing that at present Bangladeshi people are likely to learn this language. And I have talked with so many students who are learning this language. Their main ambition is to study in different countries, as far as I have known. And some of them are just working internationally. So for communication purposes, they need this language. Additionally, some of them are taking preparation for IELTS, so they are really willing to improve themselves and they're what to say, really hardworking person and they're improving themselves day by day.
Yes, yes. And sir, you are also telling me IELTS examination. Do you know about the proper IELTS examination? What kind of syllabus do you have in this IELTS examination?
Okay, so as this is a examination that's for international students who want to study in a different country. So for such kind of students, basically take such kind of exam. Means that like if you want to study in any country, it could be US, UK, Australia, or Canada. So that time you have to pass this exam, and definitely you need to pass with a good band score. Like exam is the pass mark, but there's also different system. It's also considered as a band instead of pass mark. So then, like, it doesn't have any syllabus that you have to learn a specific things or something like that in that examination. Normally, teachers would like to know how much you're fluent about this language. So sometimes the teacher asks some different types of questions regarding unreal past, like how much you can connect with ideas, read the questions, and according to that, teacher provides a band score. Uh, as far as I know, the highest band score is 9. So just people are working on it, and some students are also taking a course for getting the highest band score. If they have, they can move easily other countries. As you know that in Bangladesh educational system, it's not very effective. So some of the students have catch up this, those are thinking out of the box. So they have intention for studying in a different country. And recently, I also noticed that not only from my country, but also from many countries, including India, Pakistan, Uzbekistan. So some students are willing to study in different country. Additionally, they have been taking the IELTS course in an institution. And as far as I know about IELTS, like it has 4 modules. First is speaking, reading, listening, and writing, and each of the part has different marks.
Yes, as far as I know, there are 4 parts: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. 4 parts is you have to give the examination. After giving the examination, if you pass the examination, at that time also they provide the certificate, which are very important. If you want to go abroad, and at that place also it is very needed, and it is very important, because after taking the certificate, when you go abroad, at that time it is very useful certificate. And after taking the certificate, they get handsome salary from this any abroad.
Yes, absolutely right. Because in their course, there are so many things they learn. So if I talk about the development of English, so those who are doing IELTS, so they need to really study hard and smart because they need to speak smartly, right? Actually, this is not a spoken conversation. Like as you have been asking me some general questions, I'm just according to my wishes. Sometimes I'm providing you very short answers, sometimes very long answer. But on there, we need to maintain a rule to answer specific questions smartly. And we need to make this conversation very professional. For example, if I talk about that, tell me about your hobbies, right? So normally you can talk about 2 or 3 minutes according to your wish. But if the same questions asked by your teacher in IELTS exam, so you have to specifically and you need to go in detail, not in detail, but if the question is the part 1, so you have to speak very smartly and you need to explain why do you like it, what's the advantage of it.
Sir, have you ever given these examinations?
Actually, I also have such a plan for giving like this exam because I feel like that my country educational system and what else I learned, this is gonna be totally useless. So I have intention to give the exam, and I'm familiar with the parts, and sometimes I do such kind of practicing with my friends, like who are just taking preparation for it. So I just take some suggestions like how can I improve it. So as I do some spoken conversations sometimes with my client. So where to improve, what's the area, and what's the difference between casual versus IELTS. So they shared with me some strategy, and I'm just trying to follow that things when I communicate. And yeah, alhamdulillah, with my previous expertise, I can imagine in which areas I should improve myself if I would like to get a good band score in IELTS.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yes. Definitely, in future you will give the examinations. And sir, I have heard that in the exam for giving this examination, always you have to provide high money and high money. How much money you have to pay in your country for giving this examination?
Well, actually, as far as I know, the charge would be around $200. If I talk about in my country, it's gonna be something like 2,000 or maybe 20,000, 20 or 21,000 taka. in Bangladesh. So if I talk about this dollar, so would be around 200 USD dollar.
And sir, you belong to village area. I belong to village area. I know properly, and I had to struggle a lot for learning language. Maybe you have to struggle a lot for learning language. And sir, in your locality, do you have any friends who is speaking English? I mean, do you have any partner for practicing purpose in your locality?
Honestly, there's no, to be honest with you, I don't have any friends with whom I can talk or practice my speaking because, in a village area, people don't care about this language until you are acquainted with somebody who is learning this language and who has gotten the advantage of it. So, if I talk about in my friend circle, they are not willing to learn because of that. So, like, in job sector it's not required, so they don't care about it, so they learn a different language for understanding or just enjoying themselves in a movie or drama. They're likely to learn, it's called Hindi language. They are really willing to learn.
And then I'd like to ask one question to you. I know also to learn any language, always you have to follow four rules: LSRW, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Four things are very important. But most important is listening and speaking, according to me. Listening is an art. If you are a good listener, definitely you will be a good speaker. Listening is very important, and speaking is very important. That's why also both we both are making this kind of video for improving my speaking skill. And sir, I'd like to ask one question to you. Apart from this kind of making video, what do you do for improving English skills?
Well, actually, just without speaking, I do so many things to improve myself, especially I love to pronounce the word perfectly. For that, I work on the pronunciation so that what types of words I pronounce, my opposite person can easily understand what else I'm saying. So, just improving it, I just train myself. Sometimes I record my voice and listen it, and where and which area I need to improve and work on. Additionally, I watch some videos. Basically, it's on American accent. I just try to touch with them, and I just try to feel like that I'm a person who's basically from such kind of countries, so that this language seems like very easy to me. And just try to connect with the culture and traditions. What else I've been trying to get. Additionally, when actually our native language is Bengali, so all the time I speak Bengali. Every the environment is it's considered as Bengali. So if I wanna improve my language, so I have to find such kind of environment from where I'm just gonna get a confidence. For it, I do, and sometimes I listen podcasts that's help me to know something about specific topic that's allowed me to talk with someone very confidently.
Yes, I don't get free time. Whenever I get free time, I always watch the YouTube video in English. And whenever I get free time, I always make this kind of video. And sir, have you heard this news that Skype application will be closed in starting in May? Have you heard?
Yeah, actually, I saw that in like in
Yes,
what's sorry, it's called Sky that Sky will not be available from the app, or maybe from me,
yes,
right?
yes,
So I
yes,
was shocked, like, what's wrong with that? So we were so
yeah,
happy with the Sky application, and I created an
yes,
account a long time ago, although I did not use it. So it seems like this application is really convenient. I found so many friends with this application.
yes,
So what if I lose this app? And then I had noticed that actually they are launching the new application. It's called Microsoft Teams. So I was trying to find out this application. Additionally, I have been trying to using it, but I could not understand the feature of that. Some person has reported that this application has so many issues in coding. They don't find the recordings of their conversations. They are facing issues with the video recordings. So I thought, oh my God, what types of work Microsoft done? But like it has a lot of issues. But on Skype, we don't face that kind of issues, right?
yes, yes. Actually, we are learner. We are using this application. This application is very good for learning the language because there are two options: audio call and video call. Both are available every single day. Using this application, we make this kind of video, and after making this video, I upload the video on my YouTube channel. But after closing this application, I don't know properly. maybe many YouTuber and many learner who are making this kind of video, they will have to struggle a lot because in this application there is no similar application available in the Play Store. Yes, there is an application available in the
Mm.
Zoom application, but in the Zoom application you cannot record this video. Yeah, this is the problem.
Yeah, that's true. As far as I have seen in Las Vegas, like through phone, like before I noticed that everyone could easily record the conversation, but at present,
Yes, yes,
Zoom applications don't provide this feature on phone. So that's why, just for us, like for such kind of small content creators, this application is not convenient because we don't have the money for buying a laptop or PC and just to record the video for this. And like as these app, as far as I know, like it's very convenient. Every single person could record the conversation very easily, and they would find the recordings in the conversation sections. So that's why, to some small YouTubers, it was very popular. So that's where like they feel, oh my god, if it's gone, what will happen? And what was my,
yes,
if I talk about my recent experience in Microsoft Teams, like they don't have such kind of feature. Like people say, I don't find the recordings option. What's wrong with me? And additionally, if I talk about, they have changes some features. Like sometimes I saw that when I talk, so the recordings don't stay in the same page. They create another profile, and whereas they send it, and I could not download it, the recordings. And I found recordings, but I could not download anyway. So I think
yes,
they will
yes.
fix it as soon as possible.
Yes, yes, you're right. Actually, I don't know after closing this application what will happen. I know properly, and that's why also whenever I get free time, I always make the blog video. Yeah. All right, sir. It was a nice conversation with you. Yeah, you're speaking English very well, and I have learned so many things from you. All right, sir. Nice to meet you. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Yeah.